So what am I fighting for? Everything back and more. And I don't wanna let this go. I'm ready to settle the score. Get ready, 'cause this is
Is it just me or is the camera leaning a little bit, guys? Like, that way a little bit. Are the shelves off? Am I going berserk? Do I have vertigo? Do you have vertigo? I don't know. Anyway, welcome everybody to Robot Wars Reborn Cup Season 3. Tonight it's Heat K, the penultimate heat, as we really start to crack down on these episodes, cracking through all of the fights. We're getting down to the nitty gritty and the itty bitties, and tonight we've got some itty bitties that are going to be fighting titties. Just wanted to throw that in there. Anyway, we've got a seeded machine that's a little bit iffy because he's one of the lower numbers. We've got a big name that could try to get the heat, and some other bots, and there's a rookie in there that looks pretty good. I'm really excited for this heat. I think this is going to be one of the better heats of the entire season, but who am I to judge? You guys are going to be the judges as the viewers, and maybe the judges will also judge, because they're used to judging. Right, Rich? Let's go to Rich. Let's see what he has to say.
Thanks, Nick. So, welcome to Heat K. I have some good news and bad news for you guys. But, good news first. We are currently in Heat K, and if this season's format were the same as the format from last season, we would be in the semifinals by now. However, there are still a couple of heats left, this one included, which means there are still a handful of robots that we have not yet seen this season who are going to be fighting tonight and next week. So, there's that. The bad news is, because of that, we are getting very close to the end of this season, and I'm not going to lie, I'm sort of feeling bummed about that. Plus, that doesn't help with the fact that I'm still kind of irked over the fact that in a previous episode, there was a joke of mine that didn't get the punchline put in because someone forgot to put in said punchline. I'm looking right at you, Nick.
I'm gonna stay right back. What are you gonna do about it?
You better catch it this time, or else. Anyway, let the carnage commence. Let's fire up round one. Okay, Heat K is all set, and tonight's seeded machine is the number 11 seed, the Alien. He'll be facing the Double Trouble Twin Terror Gemini. And then we got two brand new machines named Bloody Murder Weapon and Cobra squaring off against each other. Cyclone, a vertical disc spinner, will face the horizontal disc spinner of former champ Supernova. But up first, it's the battle of the letter S between Something and Sir Chromalot.
From Leicester, Something.
A first-time entrant that has an axe with a lot of reach behind it, Something gotta hope that his axe, as well as his confidence, won't be overreaching, because the first thing you need to focus on when you're a newcomer in the Reborn Cup is making sure you get past that first hurdle. Am I right?
From South Ockenden in Essex, Sir Chromalot.
Sir Chromalot fell in round 1 to Steel Avenger last season. That was my build that fought then. This time around they've gone with someone else's build. And of course they did. Because we all know that there are people out there that are much better at building robots in this game than I am.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1.
So, let Heat K commence. Something with an early hit on the top of Sir Chromalot, who gets under and tips Something over onto his side. Something scoring the first blow there, and Sir Chromalot, in retaliation, flips Something over onto his side. Something drives over onto the arena flipper and staying there. Is he going to let the flipper right him? We'll see what happens as the flipper fires and sends Something soaring out of the arena. That was not what Something was hoping at all. I am absolutely sure of it. Something going out of the contest in flamboyant style, not the style he would have preferred, and it's Sir Chromalot who's going through. You know, if something had a parachute installed in him, he would have landed safely back on the floor rather than crashing outside the arena wall like what just happened there. But because of that, Sir Cromalot is through to round 2, and next up we have Cyclone against Supernova.
From Tucson, Arizona, Cyclone.
Cyclone has yet to win a fight so far. He went out in round 1 to Dan Tomkia in Season 1 and again to 101 in Season 2. Will it be third time's a charm for him? Can he finally get a win in tonight? At the hands of a former champ?
From Surrey, Supernova.
Supernova is back to reclaim his crown, and people are still amazed by the fact that he did not get a wild card last season. Well, it's mainly due to the fact that he was dominated by Pulsar in the Heat final stage last time around. Can he redeem himself this season?
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, spinner on spinner action. Vertical versus horizontal. Cyclone with a glancing blow off of Supernova, and Supernova likewise with a glancing blow off Cyclone. Both the weapons making contact there. We want to see some big hits, guys. Oh, someone lost a piece on the floor right there. That looked to be a piece off of Cyclone, who just lost the wheel. Supernova taking off the front and the rear right wheel of Cyclone, who had lost both of his right drive wheels, his entire right side of his drive lobbed clean off by that spinning flywheel of Supernova. Cyclone now playing defense as he is losing pieces of his weapon now. Supernova doing all the damage early on. Cyclone losing more pieces of his weapons. He is coming apart piece by piece. There goes more of that disc of Cyclone, who needs a miracle in order to not only survive, but to somehow pull off a surprise victory here against Supernova, who has done all the damage here, taking off more of the weapon support. Cyclone now smoking. Oh, Cyclone now fighting back, took off a piece of Supernova's weapon right here. A disc and a couple of the teeth from Supernova's disc came right off. There goes another wheel from Cyclone, who is now down to just one wheel. Both robots scattering parts all over the arena floor. Who's going to get the knockout hit? Cyclone very close to taking off the remains of Supernova's weapon, and there it goes! Supernova is now weaponless. The bowling ball coming down on the pieces of the robots rather than on the robots themselves. Cyclone destroying Supernova's disc completely. We now have a cripple fight here. A weaponless robot against a semi-motionless robot. Cyclone now have one wheel. Supernova, his drive completely intact, but he has no weapon, no way to finish off Cyclone. Time is ticking down. It is going to go to the judges. This is going to be extremely close. Cease has just been called, and the judges now have to make a decision. Wow, what a fight. That definitely made up for the quick and lackluster fight we had with Something and Sir Cromalot just moments ago. Both robots somehow survived the full 3 minutes. Cyclone did get himself a miracle after all, but will that miracle also give him a victory? Well, it all depends on what the judges say, who will mark points on aggression, damage, strategy, and control. And I have the judges' results right here. And the winner of this match, advancing to the next round of this heat, is Supernova! Wow, Cyclone somehow survived the match, but unfortunately he had taken way more damage than Supernova, who got to hurry back into the pits and make some repairs for round 2. And meanwhile, let's continue on with round 1 with Bloody Murder Weapon against Cobra.
From the Netherlands, Bloody Murder Weapon.
We welcome Bloody Murder Weapon, a newcomer with a horizontal spinning cage thingamajig whatchamacallit, I don't know. But he is hoping that the ones screaming bloody murder tonight are going to be the ones that he'll be encountering.
From Belgium, Cobra.
Another newcomer, Cobra, is here with a series of reds and blacks and yellows, and when it comes to snakes, you guys know the saying, red touching black, safe for Jack, red touching yellow, kill a fellow. But what did that make Cobra, And who is Jack, anyway?
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1.
You know, come to think of it, I'm seeing a lot of reds and yellows and blacks around here, not just on the Roboteers, but in the arena as well. Cobra with a strike with those fangs on Bloody Murder Weapon, not once but twice, and he drives into Bloody Murder Weapon again, knocking him upwards in the air. Cobra showing no fear whatsoever of that spinning weaponry of Bloody Murder Weapon, throwing him upwards, and again, Cobra with another attack there. Not really bothered at all by the weapon of Bloody Murder Weapon. Cobra just showing all the aggression here against Bloody Murder Weapon, driving him into the wall, slowing that weapon down and getting some more bites in with those fangs, and he drives Bloody Murder Weapon into the wall again. That was a nice attack there by Cobra, getting in underneath, right into the wall. That's gonna smart in the morning. Bloody Murder Weapon now back up to full speed, trying to do some damage to Cobra, who has stopped moving, but only for a moment. I thought Cobra was knocked out there for a second, but no matter, he's up and away now, back in on the attack, trying to guide Bloody Murder Weapon toward the flipper. Nope, he got him toward the grinder, now back on the flipper, but he goes over the flipper and he drives him toward the corner patrol zone, and off comes part of the weaponry of Bloody Murder Weapon. Cobra pinning him into the corner. There go pieces of that spinning weapon of Bloody Murder Weapon. He is spinning back up, but he is now dangerously unbalanced. If he's not careful here, he could end up pulling a Mauler 5150 and throw himself upside down. Cobra now going for the pit release button. Is he going to put Bloody Murder Weapon down into the pit? Bloody Murder Weapon spinning his weapon back up. He can't spin back up to full speed, but it doesn't matter because he is now in the pit. And Cobra, with a clear victory, is going through to round 2 with this final shove right here. Bloody Murder Weapon? Are you sure about that? That was neither bloody nor a murder nor a weapon. That was nothing. And Cobra made absolutely sure of that because he threw to the next round. Now, let's wrap up this round with the 11th seed, the Alien, against Gemini.
From Heath Hayes in Staffordshire, seated number 11, the Alien.
The Alien returns as our number 11 seed. Pulsar got in his way last season and sent him to the losers melee before Atomic and Panic Attack sent him out of the competition. But now he is back with a working Tremec this time, and given his first opponent, it's likely we'll see it in action.
From St. Leather Odyssey, Gemini.
Gemini also returns after finishing 1-1 last season with a win over Thor before also falling victim to Pulsar. Mind you, Pulsar took care of them first before taking care of the Alien. And remember, in order for the Alien to win by knockout, both halves of Gemini must be immobilized.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1.
Well, I did say the Alien got a working Tremec this time. Will we see it work? Gemini tried to get an early flip there and opened up the pit already. The Alien got his weapon spinning up to full speed and gets behind one of the twins of Gemini and gets a little hit there. Gemini now flipping the Alien over. Can the Alien use that Tremec? Yes, he can. The Alien is able to right himself successfully after this flip right here from Gemini. The Alien back on the attack and ends up getting turned over by Gemini again, and he uses his weapon to flip himself on his back so he can use his Tremec to flip himself back on his wheels. And again, Gemini scoring another flip there. The Alien trying to get some hits in on Gemini, who is double teaming up on the Alien effortlessly. The Alien having a hard time choosing which half to attack. It looks like he's made up his mind. He's turning over one half of Gemini, and the other half flips over the Alien in return. Gemini and the Alien both self-righting here. The Alien finally scoring some big hits there with that spinner. Look at all the damage done to that half of Gemini that's been turned over. The alien now on his side and is able to get back down. Gemini trying to guide the alien toward the pit. He could be in big trouble. Gemini flipped the alien over the wall and out of the arena. Another seated robot goes out in the first round, and it's Gemini who will take the final spot in round 2, and we shall bid farewell to the alien. I'm not gonna lie, I actually sort of saw this coming. I mean, let's face it, this has become a recurring theme this season. Seated robots going out in the first round. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, the alien is done for. Gemini is through with Cobra, Supernova, and Sir Chromalot. And for round 2, it's going to be Cobra tackling Gemini. But before they get to have a go at it, we are going to see Sir Chromalot battle Supernova.
Stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
I have a feeling Sir Chromalot's going to have his hands full with this fight as he goes for the pit release button, and he missed it! I didn't hear the siren go off. The pit remains closed, and Supernova had just taken off a piece of Sir Chromalot's flipper. Sir Chromalot missed the pit release button, and Supernova is already dishing out some major damage on Sir Chromalot, chipping away at his weapon, chipping away at his armor. Sir Chromalot in major peril. He is now smoking, and he is now done for. Oh, now the pit opens? Didn't we get rid of the guy operating the pit already? Anyway, Supernova wins.
Cease.
And now it's time for us to send Sir Chromalot to the scrapper, along with the dumbass that's been operating the pit this entire season. Seriously, why is he still with us? Anyway, Supernova through to the Heat Final, where he shall meet either Cobra or Gemini.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
So, it's the newbie against the tubie. Cobra getting flipped over by both halves of Gemini. Cobra now inverted and into the pit already! Holy crap, how quick was that? Gemini with a very fast victory here, flipping Cobra over once, opening up the pit, and Cobra ends up driving into the pit himself, and the match is over, just like that! Well, folks, I can officially confirm that Gemini has broken an all-time record in this channel with a total time of 9 seconds in that fight against Cobra. Gemini now hold the record for the quickest KO in this channel's history, and they are through to the Heat Final to fight Supernova. Nick, it's time for predictions, and you're up first.
Thanks, Rich. So it's almost time for the Heat K final between the former champion Supernova and the multi-bot maniac Gemini. No matter what happens, at least Gemini's already written himself into the record books with that 9-second victory against Cobra. He's got Storm 2's old record beat and all the other times that Storm 2 has. Storm 2's done it a lot, but now it's Gemini who's the top dog there. And going into this match, is he the top dog? Probably not, because he's going up against the former champ Supernova. The new Supernova build has looked fairly decent, except for a little bit of a period there against Cyclone, but at least he used his brains and didn't forfeit the entire thing by getting himself knocked out. So Supernova's at least got some brains, he's got some power, and he might have a Heat Final win under his belt. So this is going to be a very fun Heat Final, and hopefully whoever loses also puts in a good showing, because then I think they will be up there at the top for the wild card discussion. What do you think, Rich? How do you think this Heat Final is going to go?
Thanks, Nick. So, Supernova and Gemini for tonight's Heat Final. I'm not going to lie, I pretty much knew these bots would make it this far. And in terms of who's going to win, let's think about this for a second. Supernova did struggle a bit against Cyclone after he lost his disc, but he did redeem himself with a quick and easy victory over Sir Chromalot. Gemini, on the other hand, had no trouble whatsoever with the Alien and Cobra. They took them both out rather quickly and easily as well. Now, Even though Supernova lost his weapon in an earlier match, it was because Cyclone had a damaging weapon of his own. Gemini does not have a damaging weapon, so there is no way Supernova is going to lose his disc this time. And even though Gemini took out a spinner previously, they took out a vertical spinner. Now they're about to face a horizontal spinner. Why does that matter? Well, horizontal spinners have a wider range of attack. I mean, when you think of robots like Tombstone and Warhead and Surgeon General, or hell, even full body spinners like Gigabyte, Son of Waiachi, Mauler 5150, they can easily land a hit anywhere within that wide range. Vertical spinners have a wide range that's about as wide as, well, my hand, really. So, because of that, horizontal spinners can easily land more hits than vertical spinners can. And I don't think Supernova is going to have any trouble landing successful hits on the twin bots Gemini. Even if he gets flipped over, it's not going to make a difference at all. So my money is on the former champ to win this heat. And, get ready, Nick, on that bombshell, let's fire up the heat final.
Supernova. Gemini.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1.
Supernova is one little victory away from getting himself back in the seedings, and Gemini scored the first flip there on Supernova, turning him up and over, and again twirling Supernova around, landing right side up. Oh, and Gemini gets turned over himself, getting flipped over by that spinner of Supernova while going in for another flip. And speaking of which, Supernova flipped again by the flipper of Gemini. Supernova attacking one half of Gemini, the other half sneaking up on Supernova and turning him over. Oh, one half of Gemini turned over. That's okay. They are able to self-right. Supernova attacking one half of Gemini, riding up the flipper, and they both attempt to flip Supernova again. Supernova got that weapon spinning full speed. Oh, friendly fire between the two Gemini machines. One half attacking the other half by mistake. Supernova flipped right side up, trying to get back in with that spinner and cause some more damage. Supernova attacking one half of Gemini from behind, and he takes the wheel off of that half of Gemini. Gemini is struggling to get a flip in, and Supernova finish off the first half of Gemini. Here's where all the damage is being done here. Gemini losing the wheel as well as half of its life force, courtesy of Supernova. With one half immobilized, the other half is now on its own against the former Robot Wars Reborn Cup champion, Supernova. Oh, Supernova chucks the dead half of Gemini aside and takes the wheel off of the living half, who flips Supernova back right side up. Supernova throwing one half of Gemini aside and a wheel off of the other half aside as well. And Gemini is now smoking. He is in major peril. Supernova looking to go in for the kill, and he does so! And just like that, Supernova is through to the semifinals. Well, even though tonight's heat was not won by a seeded machine, it is instead won by a former champ in Supernova, who is through to the series semifinals and is guaranteed a spot in the seedings for next season. Now, could he go all the way and reclaim his crown? Well, we have one heat left to go before we can find out for sure. But Nick, what are your thoughts on Supernova's chances of winning a second title?
Thanks, Rich. That's the end of Heat K. It ends up being the former champ Supernova who wins the heat over Multibot Gemini. Now, I did say an episode or two ago that some of the heats where the seeded machine didn't do well and didn't win it, at least we were getting a big name or a big performer, someone that was consistent to win those heats. Heat K ends up kind of summarizing that idea perfectly with the unseeded yet former champion of the competition, Supernova, winning the heat. That's probably the best result you could ask for if the seeded machine isn't to win it. And the alien probably was never going to win it with the likes of Supernova in there. As for Gemini, he's going to enter the wild card mix now, and how is it looking for you guys? Do you guys have any idea who's going to get involved? Gemini has a decent resume. His loss was to the former champ, he took out a seeded machine, and he set a record in the process in this whole heat. It's gotta be looking pretty good, right? And there is still one more bot that's gonna join that list, and we're gonna find out who that bot will be with Heat L next week. And the final seeded machine is, of course, Tough as Nails, which you probably knew that because you've seen the other 11. Will he be able to win the heat? Will he come second? Will he get to the heat final at all? So many questions. We'll leave some of those to be answered next time. Thank you for watching, and see you next week.